So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So a while back we're making this video, the Pyro Rumble portion of the World Cruise 2024 event ended. So for this video I thought I'd talk about my own performance and my own journey in this event. And then in a future video, once I'm well rested, I'd like to talk a bit about all of the other people who did an amazing effort. So probably on Tuesday or something, like there's so much going on. They have treasure map coming up. Honestly, it's so tight that this month I can probably not even make accessible teams for you guys, which I would be very sorry about. But yeah, this is the only event where I really prioritize my own performance. So it is what it is. And yeah, after recording this video, I thought I'd do my pools for cross guild as well. So that will be coming tomorrow. But yeah, World Cruise is here, Pyro Rumble portion is ended. I am on Team Robin and we finished second. As said, this ranking doesn't really matter much. This is more for casual fans to have something to latch onto. So the performances of individual players have very little effect here. So I don't really feel like I contributed to this, even if of course I did, even if it was a very tiny amount. But yeah, the question is, how did I do? And yeah, like if I had expectations beforehand, I'd say that this exceeded those expectations. I finished second place in Robin. And as you can see there, I'm Robin again, was Robin last year as well. So yeah, let's just take a look at how the top 10 ended. The winner is an aid member, Korean Alliance called Sonis, and I'll have a lot to talk about him. We'll get back to that soon. I finished second. We have a Korean here that I also saw in the Blitz, who finished 5th in Nami last year, so he might be a competition moving on. We have a fellow TRA member, I think it's Always, also Korean. And then we have Ace and B-Mill, Koreans that were in the Bro Alliance before, also Korean, but now in Assault Force. Then the top 10 is rounded out with actually, I'm pretty sure these are 4 Japanese members, maybe not Di Maria, but I'm honestly not sure what server Di Maria is from. Apologies for that. So yeah, JP did a great job catching up in the end. Like I talked about this beforehand in my stream at least, that JP will struggle in Pyro Rumble, and it's because JP have to deal with super hard defenses, while Global has another culture with just prioritizing getting wins, getting points, getting as high as possible. So as you can see, the JP players just got barely about 25k, while, well, me and Sonis both managed to get about 31k points. So yeah, basically, if we go back to Friday and I start to farm, like I never really caught up on Friday that much. The main memory I have from Friday is about Sonis, because I noticed that there was a discrepancy between his points and mine. Like this World Cruise turned out to be quite a shit show in terms of point calculation. One thing I noticed right away is the fact that if you get a defense win, those don't count as points, but they get added in game. So basically it's not good to get defense wins, because the way PvP works, if you grind to the top, most people gather together like a pack. So yeah, basically if some people in that pack have a lot of defense win, they will have less points than the others, because the others will have got those points themselves, while those who have a lot of defense wins got some points themselves, but a lot of points from defense wins that don't count. I hope that makes sense. But one other thing I realized on Friday that I didn't consider at all is the fact that not only does defense wins not count, but any losses that loses your points only loses points in game, not on the ladder. So what Sonis was doing from the beginning was setting up for the end game. So he was losing a lot of games on purpose, so that in the end, and he did go hard starting Saturday night, he'd be able to catch up, join the pack, but he'd instantly have like at 1,000 points more than the rest of the people, purely due to having basically lost so many games that he could get those 1,000 points one more time. Like imagine you have 1,000 points, you played yourself, got 1,000 points, then you continue losing games until you have 0 points. Those 1,000 points will still be in the website, but you'll get to 0 points, and then you can farm up to 1,000 points again. So in game you will have 1,000 points, but on the website you will have 2,000 points. And this is what Sonis did. And honestly, if I was aware of this beforehand, I will not have committed like I did. But now I was committed, and when I'm committed, I don't really care. I just go for it. So I also had to lose a lot. Like I probably spent 100 games on losing games just to match up with Sonis. It was insane. And I did give him credit that it was pretty cool strat. Apparently this is a known strat for people who care about Super PvP rank. So as you can imagine, it's a minority of a minority. Not many people care about that. But always good to learn new things. So yeah, basically when I get into Saturday, we have this weird situation where Sonis wants to catch up to me in the in-game ladder. And I want to catch up to him so that when he's caught up to me in in-game ladder, I've caught up to him in losses. We both try to catch up each other in other ways. He wants to join the pack where I'm at, and I want to lose quite a bit so that I can join him in the pack later, and we both have the same points on the website. So I managed to set that up. So what happened then was that we joined the pack. We grinded a lot all Saturday until early Sunday morning. A lot of alliances like TRA, AID, and a few others like LT, other TRA members, SUS. Like a lot of people, Passion as well, decided that, okay, we're going to stop here. We're going to lock defenses. This is basically what you say when everybody puts up a hard defense just so the rankings stabilize. And it did stabilize. I slept for a few hours, woke up. I was still pretty close to Sonis, so we both went on a great grind. It was actually super exciting. We went back and forth. Like there's a lot of RNG when you grind for the top spot, so you can't beat every defense team, stuff like that. And in the end, I managed to pull ahead. So with 1 hour left, I had a 150 point lead. And sadly, as you see, with the hour to go, I lost pretty easily. I will say I didn't play the full hour though, because I gave up when I realized I can't win. So you might wonder what the F happened. And yeah, I don't want to do drama in this video. Like personally, I'm pretty upset about the situation, but I'm also pretty tired. So I'm not sure how I'll feel once I'm not as tired anymore. So I don't want to make a too big deal out of it. But basically what happened is that during me and Sonny's fighting, like there are other groups, like the Nami group, Sunny group, etc., having their own fight for the top spots. And in order to help their members, Assault Force, where Ace and B-Mail are, decided to put up a lot of free teams suddenly. And this was just to help their own members, and that's their own choice, like it's whatever. But sadly, often when AF does make these choices, they somehow ends up impacting me negatively. And I'm not saying that's the purpose. I'm just saying it's factual that it did end up impacting me, because the fact is that Sonis was pretty close in rank to these three teams. So Sonis decided to take a page from his own playbook and lose a ton of games at the end of the ranking, just so he'd drop a lot. Remember, losing points doesn't affect you negatively. So he spent a lot of games losing rank so he could join the AF players with their free team, so you can always find them easily, win very fast, gain points fast. In the end, the AF players even changed to one-man teams, which are very hard to find, but when you are high rank, it's very realistic to find them. And if you find a one-man defense teams, you can get 20 points in a minute, basically. So at that point, Sonis just got points and points and points and points, and I had no chance to compete. I was top 5 in game, and yeah, I was basically distraught, so I couldn't play anymore. I ended up even losing my top 10 spot in game. I finished 11th by 1 point, and a lot of people were upset at me for that, like how could you do that? But I had never even considered the in-game ranking. Like I had never had a goal to get top 10 in-game. I don't care about World Cruise. So what I want to say is as well that when I had a big lead, because I want to think I'm a good person, I want to help if possible. So I reached out to Sonis and his teammates twice and said that if you want, we can share first place. It's very easy to do that. You just end on the same points and nobody plays anymore. And as you see, our lead below was so big that we had nothing to worry about. But for some reason, Sonis and maybe as Alliance mates decided that, okay, we're not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to spend maybe 10 games to lose a lot of games. And then I'm going to win instead in a not very flashy way. And in the end, like, I can respect that. I really respect what Sonis did in this event. But personally, like, it's like the worst possible way to lose. When you've done the effort, you even reach out the hand, and then the competitive respect basically just slams it away. So, yeah. So basically after this video, I don't really want to think about or talk about this person again. Very good game, like as a competitor. Amazing knowledge, amazing challenge. I had a ton of fun. It's just a shame. It's like, I don't know if you experience like having a match or something, you feel it's going great and then something shitty happens and just ruins it. So, yeah. Maybe a bit sad, but it is what it is. Still, second place, really good. Probably the highest I'll ever get in World Cruise in PvP because I'm definitely not doing this again. I'll say that much. But yeah, that's it for me and the Robin group. I'll probably make a video tomorrow or Tuesday talking about the other 4 groups and some people doing really well. And like I'm happy beating a lot of these and I'm the only non-Korean and non-Japanese player in top 10 in Robin, so it was great. And in terms of points, due to me and Sonis losing so much, we ended up getting like the highest points. I'm not sure if I finished second highest points since I didn't play last 30 minutes or something, but I finished really high at least. So yeah, great performance, not worth it, but now I experienced this and now I know what to expect in the future from World Cruise Pyro Rumble. And yeah, I'll did it this time. In the future, I'll definitely, I'll probably try and get a top 10 or something. But yeah, this was a bit too much. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.